Hey there, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. This is Princess Shymieras, and just so you know, you are magical in your own special way. Before I start describing this character, I would like to apologize about last week for not posting. Something just happened, and me being an idiot, I kind of forgot about it. Will that happen again? Maybe. Will I be apologetic about it? Absolutely. But with that apology out of the way, let's get into the second week. So, for this character, I'm doing a gentleman's hat. It might look like an ordinary top hat, but in reality, this thing is a parasite. When someone wears this parasite, it just leeches onto its head until the host is no longer useful. And they either let go or just wait until the person who the host they're leeching on just drop dead. But if you really want to get rid of that thing, the simple thing to do is get a sage bundle, light it up, and wave the smoke around it. It'll let go, fall off your head, and then just move on to the next victim. Though personally, I would not want to have that thing around. Ever. I mean, would you? Of course not. I actually made this up while I was drawing the thing, but if any of you know where something like this actually exists in pop culture media, just type it down in the comments and give me an example and I'll look it up myself. But either way, this is actually my favorite piece to do, because it's just so fun, especially to draw the teeth in. And the reason why I changed the signature from black to white is because if I did black, it would not show up well in that background. Next up, we have our Day 10 character, who is the inventor's son. The little guy's name is Nikolai. He's so cute. Just a cute, happy face. Anyways, his father was a well-known inventor in a small village that the both of them live in together. Nikolai inspires to be like his father and does tinkering in his spare time, whether it be from certain electronics like television and little airships, or it can be his father's car. And he learns never to touch his dad's car unless his father is in the process of fixing it. Anyways, while his father is proud of his son for being an inventor just like him, he prefers his son to stop going into his toolbox and to get his own. I don't think it'll ever stop Nikolai from getting it, though. And does he have a friend? Well, of course he does. He built a little cute robot friend he named Sparky, because he sparks everywhere. Though he tries his best to get him fixed with whatever problem he has. Actually, Sparky can actually help out Nikolai become the best inventor possible because it'll teach him what's broken and how to fix it. So, in some way or another, he is kind of like his father. That father would be beaming with pride he would be beaming with pride. Now to day 11, which is the gardener. This gardener's name is Rose. She's from a long line of green thumbs and she likes to garden in her spare time. She is very proud of her victory garden, which is something that families during World War II did when food became rationed for the soldiers while they're in battle. But you shouldn't let her happy exterior fool you, as if you cross her or make her mad even once, she'll turn your body into mulch for her garden. She's actually the exact opposite of my mom, where she even claims to kill algae. How does she do that? Honestly, I don't even know myself, and even she doesn't know. But either way, why do I keep saying that? Either way. With Rose, actually, it's kind of difficult for me to explain anything more about Rose. Is that she is a very proud gardener with a green thumb, and she'll turn your body into mulch if you manage to make her mad. I honestly would not recommend it, but she does make a good stew. I'll give her that. I mean, you guys would too, wouldn't you? Next up on our little Inktober list is the princess, who is named Iris. And no, she is not a garden princess, if that's what you're thinking. Anyways, she comes from a rather prestigious family and has connections to royalty, hence her wanting to be a princess. She basically just learned to emulate them when she was a little girl, so I think that might have grown up along with her. Despite her haughty demeanor like she's seen here, she's pretty diplomatic, very strategic in terms of warfare, and very, very socially competent. However, she can be very quick to temper when things go wrong on a pretty major scale. That temper part is actually in reference to the Queen of Hearts from the 1950s Alice in Wonderland Disney movie and the Tim Burton version, played by Helena Bonham Carter, which, hello, genius. Does she have friends? I mean, yeah, besides the servants. There were a couple of other princesses, and they usually help her calm down whenever there's like a moment of rage with her. Because without them, she wouldn't even think properly. So she's very grateful to have some allies to help her out, especially in times of war. And sometimes with enemies going after you, you'll need all the allies you can get to face against them. Now, for the next characters, I decided to put two of them on the same picture because I thought it would be a time saver. Anyways, we have days 13 and 14, which are the bad cop and good cop respectively. The respective names are Ares and Artemis. Ares tends to have very explosive rage and tends to be very angry. But he makes up for it in sheer determination to solve every case possible. I say this because he has different. What I'm trying to say is he has like different ups and downs for the zodiac sign Aries. They're very quick to temper and very hot-headed. But however, they have a lot of determination just to get things done. And then we have Artemis. He's mild-mannered, extremely intellectual, but he also has a habit of being a doormat in the interrogation room. Now you're probably thinking, are they twins? Well, kind of. They're like twins, but they're not related at all. In fact, they were best friends growing up. Artemis just makes sure Ares keeps his temper under control, and Ares helps Artemis stand up for himself. So they pretty much balance each other out. I would basically call that a win-win. And last, by certainly no means least, for this week anyway, we have the Doctor. There's not much known about this doctor, as nobody knows anything about them. No one knows who they are, what their gender is, where they came from, who their family is, nothing. All they know is they just showed up when people are in need of like medical attention. Some say they are a miracle in disguise. Others are saying they're just plain creepy. I mean, just appearing out of nowhere to help out, it's like they were there just waiting for the perfect opportunity to pop up. This doctor is in reference to plague doctors back in the 1800s, but they're probably further back than that, maybe like during the Black Plague in 1640 something? I don't remember. If you guys know, just pop it down in the comments. Hell, in fact, just tell me if plague doctors were there prior to that. Anyways, this doctor is actually in reference for the SCP Foundation, though I don't remember which SCP it is. If I have any SCP fans, can you guys tell me which one it is down in the comments? Thanks. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I want to apologize about last week for not posting, as I said earlier in the video. There's just has been a lot of stuff going on, and hopefully I won't have to make that same mistake again. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the thumbs up button if you like it. Type something awesome in the comments, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to join in on my coven. I'll see you guys next time. Namaste.